Hi, I haven't actually done this before, but tonight I want to introduce you to a young woman called Ellie. I heard about Ellie from her grandmother in Mission Beach, and I'm going to let Ellie tell her own story. But just to let you know that previous to COVID, thanks to medical science and a lot of people helping her, we became the wind beneath her wings, which is, I think, how society should be. Now, for our health, we are shooting her out of the sky. That's what we're about to do. I think her story is a wake-up call for us all. When she was 17 or 18, she wrote a book, and the book was why I wanted to meet her. And at the end, if you want to, there'll be a link for you to buy the book from her. Ebook now, and the paperback is coming. The book, I feel, when I heard about it and heard her story, I think it could be the book of the revolution. It's called How to Fly with Broken Wings. I hope you enjoy this. I absolutely adored meeting her and her mother. Here we go. Now, before we do this, you might be nervous, and it's okay because you're going to completely stuff it up.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Now, so let's start with your name. First off, start with your mum's name.
I'm Sarah Lise Barton, mother of Ellie.
I'm Eliane Sarah Sharp, daughter of Sarah.
And granddaughter of?
And daughter of Pauline Coop.
And that's who I interviewed in Mission Beach.
Yeah.
And she told me some about your story, but let's have you tell your story. Now, first off, you have a rare disability, would we say? Or what words would you use?
Yeah. Do you want me to answer? She gets a bit nervous when she talks about it. Ellie basically has something called idiopathic scoliosis, which means the curvature of the spine from an unknown cause, but that came about from when she was rather young and she just couldn't grow. Her growth hormone doesn't function very well, and so even at the age of 3, she only weighed about 2.5 kilograms, and as she aged, we worked with lots of specialists to try and work out what was going on, and at the age of 13 they had to fuse her spine together to save her life, basically, because her spine was progressing so quickly. So she is now 23 years old and currently the size of an 8-year-old.
So do you have a lot of people mistaking you for a young girl?
I do, yeah. Lots of people. I was at a cafe one day, and this little, I think she was 5-year-old girl, said to her, I'm like, look, Mum, that's a little, adult kid. And I was like, oh,
Little big people, I think she said.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, I do have,
Yeah. You get a lot of weird looks because you dress like an adult. You look like a kid until they look into your eyes.
Yeah, till they know.
Now, so you went through that. You had your spine fused, and then you wanted to become a teacher's aide. Is that correct, or a teacher?
Yeah. At the end of high school, I decided to study to become a teacher's aide, and kind of just went from there.
And how long did that take you to get through?
It took me about 2 years because it took me forever to study. But I had lots of help from the school I work at now. People helped me with assignments and all that stuff. So, yeah.
And got something going over there. So you got through that, but now you've got through that, you become how long have you been a teacher's aide?
About a year and a half now, or 2 years.
I think it's more like 2.
And
I think it's gone.
do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it. It's the best job ever.
And what do you do? Tell me what's in your day doing.
I support kids who struggle with work, who are autistic or, I don't know, stuff like that. And also I support the teacher if they need anything like photocopying or resources or stuff like that.
Do you get on with these troubled children? You get on with them?
Yeah, I get along with them really well. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
So you feel you bring something to their lives?
Yeah.
I can add something to that. Being a teacher in the same school where my daughter works, the kids are not intimidated by Ellie because of her size, because she's small, and she also went through school with learning difficulties. She has a lot of empathy, and so she can meet those children so beautifully, and they absolutely adore her. They thrive under Ellie's little care.
Now this is what really got me, why I came down here. You wrote a book, and before we lift it up, what made you write the book?
So in a science school when you get to year 12, you have to choose a independent project to work on that takes a whole year. And so I decided to write a book to share my story with everybody. And
What did it feel like writing a book about yourself?
it felt kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. I don't know.
Did it make you understand yourself any better?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I think you also realised what a big journey you'd gone on as you wrote the book.
And
you realised, as you wrote it and as you spoke about those things, that your journey has been quite profound, and it really did help you identify who you are as a person and how it's brought you to where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you call the book?
It's called How to Fly with Broken Wings.
And where did you get that title from?
Well, I don't
You can say it.
I don't know.
You can say it.
Did you come up with it yourself?
Yeah, I did. I think because I kind of felt like I was broken a little bit, and so but I still wanted to do all the adult stuff and all the cool stuff, so I called it How to Fly with Broken Wings because I don't know, that's what I'm trying to do, I guess. I don't know.
How to Fly with Broken Wings, Ellie said. Now you are putting this up on Kindle.
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
Yep.
So by the time this goes up, which hopefully in the next few days,
Yeah.
we're suggesting that people buy it. And now one of the reasons I'm suggesting people buy it is to show the community how much we want to be, the good community want to be the wing beneath the wings of people who are trying to fly with broken wings. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But the Education Department of Queensland, what are they doing to you?
Making it. I don't know.
Mandates.
Yeah, vaccinations. Mandates.
Mandates.
Yeah.
Yes. And how does that affect you?
It could mean that I could lose my job. Fingers crossed I don't, though.
But within the next 7 weeks.
Yeah.
So you got 7 weeks where you might lose your job because the government.
Yep. 7 weeks.
So you taught yourself your job, you wanted to do it, you've got in, you're helping all these kids, you're helping the teachers, you're enjoying it, you're a productive part of the community, and now because you don't want to take this thing, you could end up losing your job.
Yep, that's right. It's very sad.
And from a mother's perspective, having a daughter who has just struggled her entire life and has finally got herself in a position where she has purpose and passion, and she has a community that support her where she is with her disability, even though it's not a disability that is normal, it is still a disability that affects her life, and this job gives her purpose. And what does she do if she does not have this? Where does that put her? How can a government do this to people, where they force vaccinations upon people that can affect their life? Ellie's never had a vaccination. We don't know what it would do to her. We had doctors say that she would die if she had vaccinations. We're not getting vaccinated. But it also means that my daughter may lose the job that she's worked so hard for. And, shame on governments, really, for doing things like that. Because Ellie has worked so hard to get where she is. And it would be a real shame, not only for the students that she teaches, but for her to not have a place where she has purpose in this world. It would be a real shame. So, I hope the government changes their act very soon.
What would you say to the government if the government happened to be listening?
That this sucks. And you should stop the mandates because it really affects people like me and also people not like me. That's pretty much it.
Tell us something about the book, some of the chapters or something. Give us some insight of the book. Is there anything that really moved you?
You don't have to. Tell him some of the things in the book.
There's a bit at the end of it that I read out at my speech, but it's a bit long. But I don't know.
You got time?
Or I can just read the back.
Was the back moving to you?
Yeah.
Then go.
This memoir, How to Fly with Broken Wings, is based on my real life. There are examples of some of the challenges, obstacles that I have had to overcome. It takes you on a journey that entails love, support, and positive breakthroughs. How to Fly with Broken Wings celebrates difference. And then this was written by one of my friends who I went to school with. This inspiring and beautiful memoir, How to Fly with Broken Wings, is one of courage, travel, and acceptance. Throughout the author's unexpected life, struggles, and many adventures, you began to realize the importance of life's happiness, or of life is happiness. If there ever were a book that would make you rethink how to be a better person, this would be it. So...
Well, that's a great sales pitch.
Yeah.
Can I say, how would I say it? I've been on the road now from Melbourne for 86 days. And before then, I was on the road for about 30 days interviewing people everywhere. One of the great hypocrisies of... do you know what that word means?
I was going to say, that's a big word. You might need to explain that word, Michael.
I don't know.
Hypocrisy. How would you do it? It's it'll explain itself when I do it.
Yeah.
One of the great hypocrisies is that the people I'm interviewing have great courage, great integrity, everything that is good about our country, and yet at the moment the government portrays them as being bad people, that they are selfish in this. So the government sees them as bad people, but I see them as sort of heroes of our society.
Yeah.
And I need you to know, well, I came here, as far as I'm concerned, you're a hero of our society. What you've overcome, the grace that you're handling the things that are coming for you now, and that not everybody thinks like the government. There's a lot of people out there, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see it when we post this, that would be 100% behind you and admire your courage and your strength. I think you're an absolute champion, a great Australian.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know.
I concur. Done.